team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Well, guys, last year, Texas got very little resistance from Oklahoma on the path to the playoff. A 21-point explosion in the second quarter. Horns never looked back. You got to think the Sooners and a hopefully retooled offense will be up to the task to mount a challenge today.
Yeah, I remember that last game. Quinn Ewers coming back from injury, struggled early in that game, threw a bad interception. But, David, they got the running game going. Quintravion Wisener absolutely went off. And if I'm Texas in this one...
There he goes! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Texas Longhorns offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games, people run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The RPO, it's complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Wide open spaces. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. He's looking to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing, then build this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Turns it on at midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Manning. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Burks. At the 45 on his way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the RPO, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The short hands, it's up. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Manning. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Spins away from the defense. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to Green. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the returner will be brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense in an empty set. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub.
Turning on the Jets. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick. The Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out.
My old coach said, don't never go to work taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel real.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Going to swing it on second down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.